All right, welcome back to the channel. Today I am joined with a very special guest. Jorge, you've been absolutely crushing it, man. And we've only been working together for a couple months now, and you managed to go from literally like zero to over $23,000. And I just wanted to, yeah, kind of hop on with you today, ask some questions about what that process and that journey has been like, and for somebody watching, like how they're able to see similar growth and results as well. So yeah, man, just want to say thanks for hopping on with me today. Amazing work so far. And yeah, man, you're crushing it.
Yeah, man, I'm excited. I've seen too many interviews like this. I was like, okay, I'm gonna be the next one soon. So that's dope, man. I mean, a little backstory. My name is Jorge. I've owned a painting slash construction business now since 2020. I started posting in social media. I started probably about 2021, on and off for a little bit. Back in 2023, that's when I actually took it. Well, actually 2024, I'm sorry. That's when I actually took it full force. Started, like new year, new me kind of resolution that my goal was to go heavy on social media, start posting a ton of content. And that's what I did. So I started January, new year, new me. I started posting a lot of content on TikTok. Then I opened up an Instagram page, Facebook, and everything kind of skyrocketed. I was giving a lot of tips, tricks. That's kind of how I built my brand. And then I hit up Jeremy again, new year, new me. This year, 2025, in January. I think it was, what was it, like the 28th of December, something crazy. Like it was the end of
Yeah.
the year. I was like, hey man, I'm trying to monetize my audience. I got this big following, but I'm not making any social media money. I'm depending on Reels, and you don't make a ton of money on Reels, and you're always thinking about going viral, doing this all crazy strategies and stuff. So I was like, hey, I'm done. Let's use this audience to make money, make an impact. Because at the end of the day, it's not just about the money. The money gets old. It's a matter of making an impact, changing lives. And that's what I've been doing with Jeremy for the past couple months. We've been going heavy on ads, see what's working, see what's not, and just dialing in everything. I mean, it's been pretty cool so far, going from zero to $23,000 in a couple months. So
I love it, man. I love it. And yeah, talk to us a little bit about your offer. Who do you help? What do you help them do? And yeah, just kind of give us a quick little overview of that.
yeah, so I've been in the contracting business, like I said, since 2020. So something that's pretty common is that contractors struggle to get their name out there, the marketing side of things, the sales side of things. And I was like, man, there's so many people that I can help by, because I learned all the marketing myself. Of course, I ran into the wall many, many times figuring out things, running Facebook ads, wasting money. So essentially what I do is I help contractors, specifically painting contractors, that are stuck anywhere between five to $20,000 a month, scale to 50 and $100,000 a month by implementing marketing, sales, and systems. At the end of the day, that's what builds any business. If you're not known, then nobody's gonna buy from you. Like they don't like you, know you, or trust you, they're not gonna buy from you. So it's a matter of getting your name out there, and that's what essentially I help contractors with. And then sales. I mean, a lot of contractors, the common route nowadays is go to an estimate, meet the customer, ask basic questions like, what do you want to get done? How soon? Tell me what color, all that kind of bull crap, and then go home, build an estimate, send it over, and never hear back from them if the price is not right. So essentially, we shift that and help them close in person, ask really good pre-qualifying questions over the phone. So that way, when they go out, they know it's a qualified prospect, and then present the quote right then and there, collect the deposit, and sign the agreement in person. So that way, you can bat objections. You can, if you got to negotiate a little bit, bring down your price, make a better offer, but right then in there in the face, instead of going home and getting ghosted. So those are the couple things that I've help contractors implement to get them to a higher level. And then systems, CRM, a lot of people don't track their customers. They don't send email marketing campaigns and all the back end kind of stuff.
I love that. I love that. And I really like how unique and different that is from what they're currently doing right now. And so your offer's positioned so well. And let's talk about the ads for a sec. So you mentioned that like you had grown your audience, you had a decent size audience on Instagram, but you weren't really making any money from it. Now, a couple of things that we did, we launched ads and then dialed in the appointment setting, started booking some calls and then signing them up. what was your experience like with ads? How many ads did it take to like find one that just like started crushing? How long did that take? And just kind of talk to me a little bit about that.
Yeah, I mean, at the end of the day, I think it all comes down to experience, and the same thing that happens, with the clients that I get, the contractors I work for. I tell them, comparison is the killer of joy because not everybody's in the same boat, not everybody has the same experience. When I joined Jeremy's program, I mean, I've been doing social media for the past 5 years on and off. I've been dialing in. I was doing 2, 3 videos a day, reels before I even spoke with Jeremy. So I already have the back end kind of face on the camera. Like I'm not brand new to this like maybe some guys that you work with. So that wasn't an issue for me. It was just finding the offer, and that's what you helped me with. Find the offer, craft it to where it makes sense. And that's literally why I hired you because I was like, okay, I want to do this, but I don't know how. So like I don't know how to structure, I don't know how to create an offer. Like I have some background on ads, but the ads I build are totally different, crafted totally different to a homeowner market instead of a contractor market.
Yeah.
So essentially, that's what you help me with. Craft that good offer that makes sense and it just attracts customer. And I mean, the leads have been great. I mean, the cost per lead is super cheap compared to homeowners.
I love that. And talk to me a little bit about like booking calls because a lot of people that are probably watching this right now, they probably maybe they have leads coming through or they don't, and they know that they should be running ads, but maybe they have a bit of an audience and they're not really monetizing it very well. Like, what was it for you that started actually like turning your audience and the leads that you're getting from the ads into sales calls and then clients?
Yeah, I mean, I had the content I was doing, like the type of content I was doing wasn't specifically for the kind of audience I was trying to attract. So I've kind of, and that's something that you helped me as well. Like when we had that first call, I've had to shift my content a bit. And like you always mentioned, like it takes anywhere from 30 to 90 days to actually see the effect of transferring your content. So I went
Mhm.
from doing a lot of DIY content, like how to paint, how to prep something, how to paint kitchen cabinets, like more DIY, more satisfying footage, to maybe videos of me, just face to face and talking a little bit more about business side of things. So I had to shift that from DIY content to business. So that took a lot of work. And in the beginning, it's frustrating because you're used to 20, 30, 40, 50,000 views and you're going down to 3, 4, 5,000 views. So that's something that you have to keep your mind focused on. But it was just, man, I had to do it. I wasn't making any money. I was wasting all my followers. And I mean, but when your ad popped up, I was like, hey, this is the guy for the job. I saw so many testimonials that you have. And I was like, hey, we got to make it happen. We got to invest.
I love it. I love that, man. And yeah, how much is your offer? How much you charge? And like, have you faced much resistance on sales calls, or has that been pretty straightforward as well?
So I've been dialing my sales a lot. I've been focusing on that heavy because to me, it's different selling in person, like with a homeowner, than selling
Mhm.
online offer. Like it's a totally different market. So my program is 6 grand for 3 months of coaching. It includes one-on-one coaching calls, group calls within the community, sales calls, leadership, mindset, plus the course format where it works, step by step on the marketing side of things, sales systems, operations, leadership, hiring, all that stuff. And then you also get the community, which is really important to hold you accountable and share the wins, motivate everybody and stuff like that. So I wouldn't say I'm getting a lot of resistance. I would say that I didn't know how to sell the offer. So once I've kind of dialed in my offer and focus heavy on understanding why people buy based on what they need, then it's been much easier to close people. And something that I see a lot of contractors struggle with is that they rely on word of mouth a whole lot. And that's one of the key points that I'm like, hey, you got to invest, man. You got to pay to play. So if you're not getting in front of your ideal customers, at the end of the day, Facebook, Instagram, Google, they're businesses. So whoever pays them the most, that's who they're going to promote and give the best leads. So if you're not willing to invest in yourself in the company, you're not going to get that far. You're going to stay stuck at that 5, 10, $15,000 months.
Yeah, pay
And
to
something
play.
also that I've been trying to force into contractors' head is like, hey man, you can't be working inside of the business and expect it to grow. You need to get yourself out and work on the business, not in it. So a lot of
Mm.
contractors that are stuck in this $10,000 months is for the fact that they're doing all the work themselves. They don't have time to go out, meet customers, meet people, build relationship, network, learn how to sell, and all this. So, I mean, if nothing changes, nothing changes.
Yeah. I love that, man. So rewind things a little bit back right now. So what would you tell yourself from like 3 to 6 months ago before you saw my ad, before you joined the program, before we started working together? Like, what do you know now that you wish you had done earlier on in your journey?
Well, from being inside your program, something I would say is that you don't need that many followers like I thought I needed it. So one of the reasons why I didn't pull the trigger sooner was because I've always had this mindset, and I mean, I guess I'm wrong because inside the group there's so many wins from people that got 2, 3, 4,000 followers, maybe less, that are
Mhm.
killing it. So it's not a matter of how many followers you had, and I had that mindset too, where, and that's why I focus on so heavy on building the following first. So that way, when people saw my page, oh, he got 70,000 followers, oh, he must be legit. And at the end of the day, it's not about that. It's about the content that you build and the ads that you promote to be able to get you in front of the ideal customer. And that's what you teach. So that's something that I would definitely change and probably would have pulled the trigger sooner and probably would have been way further ahead right now.
Yeah. And let's talk a little bit about like kind of the push and pull between like pushing marketing and sales versus like building the program and stuff like that. Cause I know like you had a very fast start where like we kind of launched things, you signed a bunch of clients, and then you're like, oh, one-on-one's getting a little too heavy. I got to step back, build a program. Like, what was that process like? Did you turn your ads off? What happened? Like, if so, what happened when you turn them back on? And like, yeah, what advice would you have for somebody kind of like going through a similar season right now in their journey?
Yeah, so I mean, I think I signed over 20 grand of in the first couple weeks of clients of back end contracted money that I've signed in the first couple weeks when I ran ads. Well, not first couple weeks. So let me give you a backstory. So I joined your program, I think it was January 3rd, January 4th, or something like that. I
Hmm.
went through the first couple of weeks going through the course, going through the coaching calls, hopping up calls and stuff like that, kind of learning the process, dialing all that in, dialing in my offer and exactly what I wanted to get done. So once I did that, I started boosting ad. I created ads. Everything started working. I was taking sales calls. I was closing people. I was getting people in. I closed about $20,000. Then after that, I kind of hit a rock because I was like, man, like I got too many calls going on right now. I still got my own business, which I still have. It's not like I all I do is coaching. No, I still have my personal painting business. I still have a kid. I got a family. I got my wife. I got all the household kind of things. And then I still have to do one-on-one calls, and I didn't have a structure of a course format that people can go through. So what I was doing is I was giving people kind of homework, which didn't look so professional. I was like, hey, you need to do this. You need to go to Google. You need to create a Google business listing. You need to run
Hmm.
ads. You need to do this. So it wasn't as optimized for my time or just for them in general to go through a school community where they can go watch video spreadsheets, take notes, and go at their own pace. So I had to put a stop to that because I mean, plus I was still doing the appointment setter, Jeremy, which it takes a lot of time replying to DMs
Yeah.
and booking calls and taking calls, and I mean it was a whole lot of things, which I'm not complaining because it's good. Being busy is good, and that's why I tell everybody. So I just had to put a stop to it. I turned ads off completely, and I was like, okay, I need to focus this next couple of weeks, which was super draining to make a ton of videos. I think I built like 4 or 5 hours of content, just heavy on it, and post that to a school community, edit it. It's not just making it; it's editing, posting it, all the good stuff. So I did that for the next couple of weeks, and then after that, now I've been running ads again, which I'm not completely full with my program yet, but I'm getting to a point where I can at least send people there, learn the marketing, learn the sales, hiring, leadership, the systems, and now have more free time to actually, do the appointment setter, which I hire a guy for that, do the appointment setter, take the calls, which I want to hire a salesperson soon, and kind of take over and just build a system, just what you're teaching in the program to, buy back my time because that's what I need to focus on right now is getting my time back. I'm doing a lot.
Yeah. I love that, man. And I like how, like, from my perspective, like you're following the process and the playbook to a T. It's just like step by step. This is like launch ads, crack the lead flow, and then boom, getting the right people, sign them up, and then create a big back end delivery problem. Fix the delivery side, and then from there, kind of like reset, hire a setter, and then just like crank things up, and then kind of start to systemize as well. But the big common theme here is like you're just adding leverage to every component of your business, from the top of the funnel with the ads to the middle of the funnel with the right content that's intentional, and then the bottom of the funnel with setting, like of hiring an appointment setter, and then eventually hiring a closer, and the back end with building the course and the program out, and then eventually probably hire some sort of support person for that role too. And yeah, so that's really cool, man. I'm curious too, like, what would you say it was like kind of the most impactful part of the program itself?
I mean, everything in general. You guys keep it pretty cool, which it's not just about the course. I mean, the course is packed with information, so you get a lot of things from that, a lot of value,
Hmm.
which that's what I spend the majority of the time because, like I said, I have my business, and you guys do group calls every day, of the week. But I haven't been able to be so present on it because I'm doing all the stuff on the back end. I'm running the business, I'm doing the sales, like there's a lot of information. So the course in general is worth the the price that you charge, plus the community as well. The community motivates you to hang around people like this. And I've been a part of different programs before, and that's what got me unstuck of where I was. It took
Hmm.
me 2 years in the beginning to fully get off the ground because I didn't know how to market my business. I didn't know anything about sales. And I took the leap of faith and I invested in myself back then, and I joined this private group, which it was something similar to yours. We'll do group calls. It was the community seeing the wins, and that's where I learned about SEO, Google, getting a Google listing, getting my website up and running about Facebook ads, Instagram ads. So it's a matter of joining the right people, the right mentorships, and that's what a lot of people don't do because they're scared, they're uncertain, right? That's
Hmm.
kind of the common thing that they got to think about it, and all this that is just a matter of fear. But like I told you, and I told Austin as well that I've been talking with him, it's like every time, like it's crazy. As soon as I join your program, I close a deal. Like it just works. Like
Yeah.
this is something you guys can take notes. Like once you invest in yourself, from the higher power, and I don't care what religion you are, we're not gonna get into religion, but from the higher power, you always like get compensated for what you just invested. So like if you go ahead and spend 10 grand right now, I promise you, somehow, sometime you're gonna get that 10 grand back because it's a matter that the higher power is seeing that you're willing to invest in yourself, take the leap of faith, work your ass off, and you're gonna get rewarded for it. And that's what a lot of people don't know, and it's a life hack. Like you invest in yourself, you're gonna get compensated. So as soon as I joined your program, I made the investment, I closed the deal. And I mean, you can say that it was luck. I wouldn't say that it was luck. And I will put it on that it wasn't luck. It was just meant to be. It's just how it works. So take the leap of faith, invest in yourself, invest in a mentor like Jeremy that would hold you accountable and has the information that you're seeking. That's at the end of the day what you're doing. All he's selling is just a shortcut of time. You can find it on your own. This is not rocket science, but it's gonna take you forever. Lose a shit ton of money for no reason.
I love that. And if you're looking to make that shortcut or take that shortcut, book a call down below, links in the description. But I appreciate that, man. Appreciate all the kind words and like the fact that you just rolling up your sleeves, get your hands dirty, and taking action, making things happen. And yeah, like it's no coincidence that you've created this level of success and achievement for yourself. And I just want to commend you for that because
I
it's
mean,
very
it's small,
special.
man. The goals are like I told Matias on the call, like
Mhm.
goal is 1 mil, man. And I got a lot of work to do. 1 mil in a year, I feel like it's doable, not just for the money. Like the money is just vanity, right? It's just for the
Yeah.
impact. Like I'm sure you're excited to have calls like this with testimonials because that's what we do it for. Money gets old. So it's not about money. Of course, you gotta pay to play because if this shit was free, nobody would take it serious. So it's not about the money. It's just the more you
Yeah.
pay, the more you're gonna pay attention.
Yeah.
So it's not about the money. It's just about the impact. Like I can only be so thankful that I get to help people out, and I wish I had a mentor like that when I was starting up because I would save a lot of time, a lot of headaches, a lot of problems that I help my clients with. Like they get to message me whenever they want, and I'm a one man show, so I don't have somebody like a coach. Everything is with me, so they get one on one messages and concerns, and I fix their problems myself, not somebody else. And it's just so satisfying to do, and just to avoid the headaches of everything that I had to go through.
Yeah. Oh, that's awesome. And what would you say is next for you? I know you kind of alluded to hiring a closer, get off the sales calls shortly, but like between that and then your goal of hitting 1 million in a year, like what's kind of your next big focus?
So my next big focus right now is trying to dial in my new content, my new strategies, business side of things, marketing side of things. Like when it comes to the content itself, try to attract more of my ideal customer that way. Run heavy on the ads themselves. Hire a closer, man, because I'm running thin on time right now. I've taken up to 6 calls a day and still had to do everything else. I still edit my own videos. I still create my own content, which probably that will be another step down the road is to hire an editor to do that. Shortcut that time when it comes to editing. But yeah, I mean, I don't have a doubt on the offer that I have. It's just a matter of my time right now that's good running low. So I have to find and
Mhm.
put the chess pieces in the right spots to be able to buy back my time and just focus on growing the business. Because if you want to go fast, go alone. But if you want to go far, find a team.
Yeah. Oh, I love
That's the
that.
next step. Find somebody that's gonna help me with closing, and find an editor. Double down on ads. Build content, a lot of content, and I mean the rest is history. Like I don't think anybody else is doing what I do, and whoever is doing it doesn't have the 5 years of experience in the field in the trenches that I have, which is a plus. There's a ton of marketing agencies, but and the thing is, I follow the motto of instead of giving a man a fish for that he will eat for a day, I will teach you how to fish. So yeah, you can look at it and say that it's a big investment, cool. But after you're done, all I have to do is bring you one job, not even bring you, but get you one job, help you with your close rate, raise that, learn about marketing, and anything after that is profits, right? So, I mean,
Yeah.
6 grand, if you look at it in that perspective, and I plan on raising that price because to me it's cheap because, we're B2B, we're not B2C. And the people that I'm working with, they're already making this kind of money. It's just that they have that limited belief that it's a lot of money. Well, it's not a lot of money if you get the value out of it. Yeah,
100%.
man, those are the next steps that I need to take.
I love it. And we can definitely help you find a closer. I've got a lot of really good applicants pretty much just on standby right now. So yeah, when you feel like you're ready for it, just let me know. We'll be able to plug somebody in there pretty quick. We can set up a bunch of interviews and stuff and then yeah, start blasting off. But yeah, brother, I just want to say thank you for taking the time to hop on with me today and kind of getting a bit of a snapshot of your progress so far. I have no doubt that chances are we'll probably have another one of these soon. And ideally when we hit 100K in a month. So
Yeah.
yeah, brother.
Next milestone is 50. Then after that is
Yeah,
100.
you got it in the bag, brother. You got it. Once
I
that's set
appreciate
her
the
in
help, man. Definitely, it's been a journey. It's been worth it for sure. So, any of you guys that are watching are still hesitant. Hey, man, listen, I was the same way, but business doesn't have to be that complicated. Just find the right person that's been there, done that, pay him to do it or to teach you how to do it, and then it's gonna be worth it. I promise.
I appreciate that. And yeah, for those watching, if you want to get my help, book a call down below, links in the description, or shoot me a DM over on Instagram. Let's chat. But with that said, Jorge, brother, thank you for coming on today. Thank you for being just such an awesome guy to work with and someone who just, yeah, isn't afraid to do the work and show up and create a lot of success for yourself. And I know we're just barely scratching the surface and you've got so much more to come. But yeah, man, just
It's
want to
so
say,
real, man. It's been 2 months. I mean, it's been fast. It's been fast.
yeah, well, that's awesome. Cool. Well, with that, thanks again. and we'll see you in the next one.